Hi, I'm Mark, and in the previous videos we talked about why you need a strategy and how important it is to know who your organization is and how it looks at the world. This time we'll dive into the SWOT analysis. If that's new to you and you've only been using the SWOT analysis so far in your organization, that's great. You'll get the chance to learn something new and maybe even something that works a little bit better. There are two components both models share, and those are the strengths and the weaknesses. Since we are building a strategy for the entire organization, we want to gather input from the entire organization as well. What we do in advance of a strategy session is that we send out an anonymous survey. A few of the questions in there will be about what we as an organization are really good at, or where the team that you're sending it to is really good at. Another part of the question is what is our organization less good at, or where should your team improve. You'll get a very clear sense of the strengths and weaknesses of the organization if you send out such a survey. You'll also see that they are relative. You might find strengths which are already a 7 but should be a 9, and you'll find weaknesses which may be a 4 but are perfectly fine remaining a 4. Strengths and weaknesses are not meant to be improved or ignored, but they are meant to be known. So you know where your organization can excel and where it won't. They are very useful to know, especially if you start looking at the T of the SWOT analysis. And that T stands for trends. The reason we look at trends and not at opportunities and threats is that the latter are too internally focused. You usually look at your own market and your own competitors, and to be very honest, you shouldn't. If we can keep competitors focused on us while we stay focused on the customers, we'll turn out all right, is a very famous quote from Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, and he is totally right. That also means that you should be looking at where the world is moving in the long run, because that is where the trends come in. Most trends are completely unbiased. They are simply there, and it's up to your organization to act on them, taking your strengths and your weaknesses into account. Trends force you to look beyond your field and your industry. You can look at any trend with one question in mind. Can this trend be a game changer to our industry? Trends are very easy to spot since they are often very large. There are significant changes in technology, markets or social development, and they change the way that people are behaving. Preparing your company for new behavior is what spotting trends helps you accomplish. You can ask your team to name trends that affect their business, which is very hands-on and very useful. Combine this with the input of some colleagues which are maybe more outward or long-term or future-oriented, and you'll find a very clear overview of big trends that will be affecting your company. You now have a very clear view of where the world is moving and where your organization can shift to. You also know the DNA of your organization, and it's now time to combine these things and to decide what you want to move to in the upcoming period. This is something we'll focus on in the next video, and I hope to see you there. Cheers!